Hello everyone, and welcome to the second season of Theory Month. And to start off this Theory Month, we head back to Animal Crossing. I don't know what it is about Nintendo or Animal Crossing, but these two things just make your imagination run wild and come up with theories about them. I mean, this game should have no one thinking about its dark secrets. There's talking cute animals, for God's sake. I mean, in this game, all you do is talk to animals, do favors, dig, get money, and get items for your house with hard work. Like I said, hard work. But here I am, yet again, looking at this kid-friendly game, trying to find the darker meaning behind its cute appearance. I mean, in reality, this game is kinda dark already. I mean, a horse named Elmer and a bull named Angus? I think we know where they're headed. But besides all of that, people always seem to find reasons why Animal Crossing is not as innocent as it seems. This all started back when I got a message from a Hero Forever, or Emerald X2, from Reddit. She told me that he had a theory about Animal Crossing and wanted me to cover it. I was interested, and here is what Hero Forever had to say about Animal Crossing. In the Animal Crossing games, you, the player, are actually dead. In Animal Crossing, you are in Purgatory. Sounds impossible, doesn't it? Well, let's look at the evidence. In Animal Crossing, you are driven to Purgatory by car or train, depending on the game. Now, many people regard Purgatory as a place of punishment, where you undergo purification, so as to achieve the holiness necessary to enter heaven. But many others understand it as a sort of waiting room a soul stays in before entering heaven. You enter a town that is populated with cute humanoid talking animals. This seems perfect for your character, a small child. The perfect environment to keep you calm and relaxed. Your character is clearly unaware that they have died, and this is something your own personal purgatory seeks to hide from you. Why? Because your character is not in heaven yet, and isn't safe from suffering heartache and other traumas from the knowledge that they have passed on. I mean, how would you feel being a young child, having your whole life ahead of you, then to suddenly learn that you don't get that chance? That would be very traumatizing, and just imagine how that could affect you. Now, while your character is clearly in some kind of a flowy haze, and he or she doesn't question how or why there are talking humanoid animals, your purgatory knows that you are still able to discover that you have died, and thus, it does everything in its power to distract you. You are given your own house, you're able to collect money, to shop at a department store that grows with time. You can dig up fossils and donate them to a museum. Everything is designed to keep you from getting bored, and you can never leave the town. This is because you, obviously, can never come back to life. Now, you can get on a train and travel to a friend's town, but the town you arrive in is almost the exact same as your own. When you seek to visit another town, your own purgatory realizes that you're becoming bored with your own. Thus, it creates another version of itself, with enough differences in it to keep you entertained. It also wants you to think that you have the freedom to leave, even though you do not. Now, there is no evidence to tell what purgatory truly is, as many believe it is the place where you get cleansed of your sins to go to heaven. How this cleansing works is you, by way of painful temporary punishment, which is like the eternal punishment of hell, is associated with the idea of fire. But many also say that purgatory is just the waiting room for you, until you are ready to go into heaven. You are ready for heaven when you find enlightenment and or acceptance. It's like you passed away before reaching the acceptance stage of the 5 stages of grief. So this purgatory would keep you there until you can accept your fate. In the case of this theory, the character you are playing as died as a child, maybe even in a train or car accident, hence why you're riding in either of those forms of transportation in the beginning of the game. As your character is a kid, he or she is envisioning talking to animals who are his or her friends. This makes sense for the imagination of a kid. Also, to add with all the TV shows and movies with talking animals like Disney movies or Looney Tunes, this makes this familiar to a kid. This theory has also helped with how simple everything seems. When I was a kid, I assumed everything in life was simple. Going to school, getting a job, getting money, paying bills. As a young kid, I assumed, like many other children, that all of the grown-up stuff would be simple. Of course, being an adult now, I have learned it is not simple with taxes and mortgages. But as a child, in your purgatory, anything and everything is simple. Paying bills is simple, making friends is simple, making money is simple, digging up freaking dinosaur fossils is simple. Everything is simple. just as a child would imagine it. Also to add are the gyroids you can collect in the game, which are based on Japanese haniwa, which are clay figurines buried with the dead. There is a theory with these haniwa that when buried with the dead, the soul of the deceased would reside in the haniwa. There are also haniwa that are equipped with weapons and armor, and these are thought to be containers for souls. The armor and weapons would serve the purpose of driving away evil spirits and protecting the buried. Since there are gyroids, or haniwa, present in the game, it may give a hint that the haniwa that were buried with you came with you to the afterlife. And if you think this child died in modern day due to the presence of modern day electronics and such in the game, and the haniwa were made in the 3rd to 6th century AD, this would make the haniwa or gyroids presence in the game obsolete. Well, it is said that the usage of haniwa has largely declined in modern day society, but has not ceased. And lastly, with the haniwa or gyroids, there is an Easter egg within the Animal Crossing game that makes this theory even stronger. When traveling to a town on another memory card, if you turn off or restart your game while entering onto the train, when you enter back into the game, you are met with an animal neighbor from your town who explains that you were in another town and you've lost all of your items and money. And when you come out of your house returning to the game, you are met with this. Your face has been swapped with a gyroid's face, or the face of a haniwa. Remember before, it was thought that the soul who was buried with the haniwa would reside within the haniwa. This child's soul would be contained within the haniwa or the gyroid, hence showing that your soul has passed to the afterlife, and the haniwa has traveled with you. And to add to this, your neighbors in the town act like nothing is different, like everything is normal. This is showing again that in your purgatory, everything is acting normal to keep you calm. But also maybe this massive presence of the gyroids and the fact that your face can be turned into one, maybe this is showing small hints to your soul that he or she is dead, and maybe it's getting time to move on. Pretty much everything fits into place. The town you are brought into, the humanoid animals, the haniwa, everything fits. In Animal Crossing, you are playing as a child who has passed away but has not reached acceptance. When will the soul reach acceptance? Who knows? Maybe when you stop playing, or maybe when you demolish the city, or maybe this young soul is meant to wander in their own purgatory forever as they are unable to come to terms with their fate. And you thought when you were buying that cute video game from Nintendo, it would have nothing dark or disturbing in it. Well, think again. Because you, or maybe even your child, may be playing a Purgatory simulator. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the first theory video of Theory Month. I hope you enjoyed it. Please tell me what you think of this theory down in the comments. Do you agree? Or do you think it's full of crap? I would really love to know. And if you enjoyed, please feel free to like and subscribe. The next theory video will be out soon. Again, thank you so much for watching.